Ready? Moving.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
To throw is Winston. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Kiki QT, 63 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it'll be 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. 6-6. Pull it high. White. Hey, turn it out.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 44, Winston. This is Miller, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. 21.
Now Garoppolo. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Get wide.
And the 49er, 1st down.
Hey,
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2. Mike 54.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers.
52's the mic, boys. 52. I'm coming. It's free. 10. I'm coming after you. 25.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
21.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, his 2nd sack of the night. Here comes the 49ers punter now. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 125. 54. I'm coming. Easy. Follow. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Evans. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 20. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 48 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them. Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, 49ers nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game. Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Sets up 4th down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Second and 6.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5 now. Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Ready. Move ready. 56 at the max. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 3. Check. Wait. Here we go.
First down, Winston. That's caught by Howard. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ready.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Safe.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. 3, triple team. Slap. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run it with Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check it back. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 45 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket up?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Sets up a third down and 18.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Go. Shit.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Winston to throw it this time. And this is caught by Evans. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Vita Vea able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Bridgewater Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Jones. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jameis to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here comes Pettis on the return.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game, because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And they take a knee.
Winston on the keeper.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.